Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys episode 1 of building Umbara in Lego. So as you can see before you, I've got the base plate set up and hopefully everything planned out on that piece of paper, as well as a little bit of a concept over here that I'll be showing you guys later on in the video. So yeah, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it. Little intermission here. I do just want to kind of give a little update on Navarro. I'm basically waiting on a Moff Gideon figure. I should have had it weeks ago. Well, the guy shipped it out late anyways, but it was no problem. We got that sorted out. But now the post office has like lost it or something. They haven't shipped it yet. It's been sitting there for like 10 days now. So I don't know when I'll be getting it. Basically, I did want to do this mock building series after I got the Navarro final mock video out, but that's not the case, and so I'm going to go ahead and start it up now. But yeah, just kind of wanted to jump in and let you know that I'm not quite sure when Navarro is going to be coming out. But yeah, back to the video. So yes, I decided to do Umbara for my next mock, basically for two reasons. One is because it is one of my favorite arcs in the Clone Wars, and two, kind of ties in nicely with the new 501st Battle Pack coming out, which sadly has been delayed by a month. But I guess that gives me more time to work on this. I do kind of want to finish it around the time the 501st Battle Pack comes out, hopefully, so then I kind of tie in with that and be able to put the figures on with all the battle packs and that sort of stuff. So hopefully that works out. But you can see here the size that I decided to go for. I believe it's the same size as Devron, 3 gray base plates wide by a gray and a green wide, or long, 3 gray long by a gray and a green wide. Just because it fits on my table nicely and that sort of stuff. Could make it a little bit bigger, but then be hanging off the edges, and that wouldn't be super structural, I guess. But as I said earlier, I do have a little bit of a concept over here. Extremely rough, but I'll leave that to the end of the video. I do want to go ahead and kind of show you guys my plans more in depth. So I'm going to go hook you guys back up to the tripod, and I'll show you guys my plans. So here's basically what I've got planned out. I have the base plates kind of sectioned off into sections. And it looks a little bit messy right now, but I'll go ahead and kind of explain it. So I do plan on having a gunship over in the back left corner. I do plan on doing a custom gunship, just because I've never done a custom build like that, and I've always seen these amazing looking gunships, and I want to try and give those a shot. So if you have any like suggestions for good builders I should buy instructions from or anything like that, be sure to go let me know down below. I'm not exactly certain that I'm gonna be doing a custom one, but it's on the table. So let me know if you have any suggestions. But basically, I want to do kind of like it's kind of like a hilly terrain, some sort. It's not going to be super flat, but it's kind of going to be hilly. That's what I kind of represent by these lines. It's going to be kind of going up and down as you go along, but then at the end, it's going to be going up, kind of making a bigger hill. We're going to be having the Umbarans like station up here. And I know it's kind of like compact compared to what the actual Clone Wars TV show is like, and like the actual battle, where it's a lot more spread out, but I don't really have the space for that, but I don't want to include this section up here, so yeah, it's going to be a little bit more compact. But basically, I didn't actually tell you guys this. It's going to be like the landing on a bar when they initially come in and fly in and that sort of stuff. So I'm going to be having a gunship here, which is going to be unloading, Rex and all those main troopers and that sort of stuff. And then I'll be having the hills and have some random plants kind of dotted about. And I'm actually going to be having one of those Umbaran ships flying them there. Going to be having it up on like transparent pieces flying up in the air. And the gunship's actually going to be like landed on the ground, basically. And then I'm going to have the terrain canal go, and I'm having ATRTs pretty much dotted about. And then up here I'm going to have some more dense plant growth in this area. I'm going to be having one of those. I'm not exactly sure what the names are for them, but I'll throw pictures for both of these guys up here. Basically one of those electric shock shooter things up here in the corner, and have some Umbarans up here in like the brush. But yeah, that's basically my plans. It's a pretty simple plan here. I'll actually go ahead and show you guys my little pre-built little section over here, and I'll show you guys kind of what my plans are for the terrain and that sort of stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so I've moved the camera over here, and ignore the assortment of colors here. I barely have any black tiles, which is why I'm gonna go ahead and use dark gray just for today. But here's basically my plan. I am going to be doing kind of the same sort of terrain as Navarro. I was a huge fan of how that turned out. I'm going to make it a little bit less like steady. I'm going to make it a little bit more smooth. But basically the same sort of concept. And I know this is very flat, but it's going to be moving up and down as I go along. And then you can't really see it right now. I'll actually move the camera, but there are some like little like plantery sticking out. If you go back and watch the episode, there are some little tiny plants kind of sticking out of the ground, kind of like grass kind of little things there. So I'm going to be having some of those there as well. That's very rough again. It will look a lot better in the actual MOC itself. And for this MOC, I am actually just going to be doing just a plain black. I'm not going to be having any sort of border or anything like that. I feel like having it black, kind of the hills would look kind of cool and that sort of stuff. So that's my plan for that. And then what I'm really excited to show you guys, there are kind of like some red patches throughout the other terrain. I'm not going to be doing too many of these, just kind of some major, bigger ones like this. But what's really cool about that is that I am going to be adding lights throughout these little patches so that they light up somewhat like they do in the actual battle itself on the actual planet. So I feel like that's really gonna elevate the MOC, I guess, and make it look that much cooler. As I haven't really seen anybody do this before, I haven't actually gone around and like inspected every single Umbara and MOC, but I haven't seen that used before. So I thought that would be kind of like a cool thing to add, and I think it looks awesome. So that's basically my plans. I know it's very, very rough at the moment, but that's kind of what I have planned. Hopefully you guys can kind of get a view for what I have planned for the MOC. But that's going to about wrap up this first episode. So if you did go on to enjoy it, I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a like. And of course, if you have any suggestions for the MOC, be sure to go ahead and leave them down in the comments. But with that, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!